Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. It's about 7:15. I'm up at the north end of Vanderbilt Beach in North Naples, Florida. Air temperature is 64 degrees. Expecting today's high to get up to around 83. Still dealing with the red tide here. Still seeing dead fish on the beach. The water temperature is up to 76 degrees now. Weather-wise, it's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful weather-wise, but our view gets spoiled as we walk along the beach and see sights like this. This is a large fish. I don't know what that is. A drum, a redfish, I don't know. But I put my hand by it. I'm not going to touch it. You can see it's a pretty good sized fish there. Sad, sad, sad. And they're still all scattered up and down the beach. The tractor's out here with the rake, trying to clean them up. It picks up about half of them. And it kind of just turns the other ones under the sand. So you got to be careful out here. There's dead fish buried in the sand now. So be careful when you come out to the beach. Such a shame. Such a shame. It will pass. It's not the first time we've had red tide, and I guarantee it won't be the last. Maybe someday they'll figure a way to how to get rid of it, or slow it down, curtail it, or something. But part of it's pollution. Some of it's our own darn fault. Red tide's been around for a long time, but it just seems to be getting worse and worse. Curious to see what the water looks like when the sun gets up higher in the sky here. See what color it is. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. Beautiful colors this morning up on top of the bridge. Our first light this morning. If you happen to tune in, that was gorgeous. Last night, gorgeous sunset too. I don't know if you happened to catch that. We got kind of cut short. The sun went behind some clouds as it was setting. It was still beautiful, beautiful twilight. Speaking of the sun, here he is, Mr. Sunshine himself, peeking out from around the corner of the condo over here. Good morning, sunshine. Gotta love it, gotta love it. That Florida sun. So many people want to be here to enjoy that. The red tide isn't keeping a lot of folks away from the beach. There's still folks coming out. However, I would recommend highly that you don't come out if you have any respiratory issues, asthma, anything like that. Stay home, let it pass. Although I have not smelled any red tide yet this morning. Still seeing the effects of it here on the beach, but I have not smelt it. And that wind's coming out of the south right now, southwest. I'll be shifting more to the southwest later this morning. but I have not smelled any red tide yet. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's hope it's moving on or breaking up. Norwegians past State Park up to the north there, still closed. For those of you that haven't heard, it's closed. We don't know when it's going to open. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's amazing how fast things warm up when that sun pops out. Doesn't take long. That red tide's not going to let us forget it's here, is it? Everywhere I look, constant reminders of the red tide. Morning, Rose. Welcome back. How is everyone doing this Monday morning? Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything fun over the weekend? Go visiting, go see the kids, the grandkids. Go see any movies. Anything exciting? Come up with some new recipes, maybe. Get some new wardrobes. Go spend a couple $100 on a few eggs and maybe a little bacon. Prices are crazy, aren't they? Hey Donna, good morning. Hey, good morning. How are you? A little patch of sunlight here on the beach, on that freshly raked out sand. I think he's still raking. He's got a couple more passes to do unless his hopper was full. Oh, that Bob Looney is something else, isn't he? I sure do enjoy Bob and Sherry's company when they're down here. They are something else. They're good people. Good folk from Ohio. Hey Kathy, good morning. Happy Monday. If you're just tuning in and wondering what's going on, yep, we're still dealing with red tide here. Still seeing the effects of it for sure. Seeing more dead fish washing up on the beach. I have not smelled it yet this morning. I have not smelled it. But we are seeing the fish coming ashore, sadly. You know, it's not the best idea to go swimming when there's red tide around. People do go in the water. If you do go in the water, shower off with some soap as quickly, as soon as possible. Best thing to do though is stay out of the water. Be careful if you're a fisherman, any fish you catch. There's lots of good information on the internet about red tide and fishing and all that kind of stuff. Do some Googling, do some research. I'm not here to tell you what to do or make recommendations. I'm just out here to share my observations with you. What's going on. And bring everybody together in the morning. So that's a little bit of news. The whole idea of these live feeds is just to give our beach family a chance to get together and say hello to each other in the morning and check in. If anybody's got any problems, if you need some prayers for anything, prayers for you, a pet, a loved one, friends, whatever, feel free to post your prayer requests in the comments here. Let our beach family know what might be troubling you. No such thing as too many prayers. Morning. Thank you for those stars. I appreciate that. I get a penny for each star that you send me. You hit that little thing there that says give with the star. I get a penny for each one of those stars that you send. If you enjoy my beach walks and my videos, my photos that I post here, you can say thank you with a tip. Tips are greatly appreciated right now, very much so. The end of the month here. This is the critical time. You can find a link to my PayPal account if you'd like to send a little thank you. You can also find me on Venmo, Apple Pay, those of you that are tech savvy like that. Good morning. A lot of clouds out there. I don't know if they're gonna, was supposed to be clear today. Looks like these clouds are getting closer. It said clear on my forecast when I was sitting in the parking lot this morning. First it said partly cloudy this morning. Then 15 minutes later it changed to clear. Just goes to show. I mean, it is clear here in North Naples. That's the forecast I share in North Naples, not all of Southwest Florida. A good source for our local weather, by the way. If you go to Wink TV, like you wink your eye at a pretty girl. Wink, W-I-N-K TV. Download their free weather app and you can check in on our local forecast, local radar. Comes in handy when there's bad weather approaching. You can also see traffic alerts. The Wink weather app. Just Google it. Still not getting a lot of light in the water. Wanted to see these colors, but it's looking a little on the brownish side to me here, which isn't making me happy. But as I said earlier, I have not smelled any red tide yet this morning. That doesn't mean it's not here. Just means the wind hasn't picked it up and blown it around in the air up here yet. My thoughts are that it's just offshore of us here. If I still had a drone, man, you put a drone up in the air and it's just, you can see that red tide plain as day. I mean, you just see this brownish red patch in the water. Sometimes you see just a line of it. It's an alga bloom, the red tide. And it's very obvious when you see it from the air where it is. I think I heard him talk about maybe a chance of rain this coming Saturday. Whew. We could definitely use some rain here. It's been really dry. We could use some serious downpours with the red tide. The red tide doesn't like that fresh water. That helps break it up. But we need a lot of fresh water to break it up. Oh. It's hard walking in the sand when they first rake it. It's just so fluffy. It's tough walking in the sand. You know, you guys, a lot of you is walking in snow. I'm having to deal with walking in the beach sand. Sorry. That soft, fluffy beach sand. Yeah, I miss our shell trees. You don't see those along here on Vanderbilt Beach like you did at Del Norwegians, our prayer trees. Just one of the many things I miss of that from that park. But this beach was just going to have to suffice for the time being. We'll make the best of it. As I said earlier, the whole idea here is just to bring everybody together in the morning. And this is our temporary clubhouse right here, Vanderbilt Beach. Hit that share button if you enjoy our time together. Love to see some more members in our club, our beach family. Where's Papaw at this morning? Papaw's been reporting during his travels home. Those clouds are definitely coming in, moving in on us. That was not part of the plan. Huh. Where did they come from? Well, they're probably just going to pass through. You can't predict the weather. Nobody can predict the weather 100%. If you think you can, you're fooling yourself. You can do a pretty darn good job of it, but you can get close. They missed by a mile here. That 6:15 forecast said clear skies throughout the day. Beautiful, oh, beautiful clouds. Beautiful sky. Isn't that gorgeous? Good morning, how you doing? Good, my friend, good. Anything new and exciting?
Well, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Since COVID, it's been the worst.
Isn't that the truth? It's just been downhill. One of our friends that I would see on the beach at Del Norwiggins in the morning. Isn't that the truth? COVID was, that was it. Everything went down the drain when COVID came along. And some other things, when some other things came along. The blue skies cometh and the blue skies goeth, I guess, huh? That's how it works. Oh, well. Yeah, the watercolor is not the greatest right now. Definitely seeing some floaters out there too. I don't know if you can see that little white speck out there, that little fish out there bobbing around. But they're out there. Darn it. think Dexter held off on coming to the beach this morning. He didn't want to mess around with the red tide at all. I don't blame him. That's kind of depressing. See all these condos along the beach that are just barely occupied and work being done on them because of the damage from the hurricane, and then you deal with this red tide. We just been, up to the north of us has had red tide for quite a while. They've been dealing with it for a while. You too. We kind of lucked out until recently here down in Naples, Collier County. It's like they got the worst of everything to the north of us. The worst of the hurricane, the worst of the red tide. Fort Myers Beach, even Bonita Beach was dealing with more red tide than us. Just a stone's throw up the coast from here. Hey, thanks for the stars. I think I got 300 stars there. Thank you. You get a penny for each of those stars if you're seeing them and wondering what they might be. It's not $300. Somebody sent me stars one time. They thought they were sending dollars. I'm like, huh? Didn't you see your credit card charge? I want to try and get out for sunset, maybe again tomorrow evening, see what the weather's like. The last sunset of the month. Those clouds are on top of me now, just like that. That's something we just watched them in the past 15 minutes roll in like that. They were way off in the distance when we started. I don't know how long ago that was, half hour ago or so. Just rolled right in on top of us. I'm going to hope they roll out. I'm going to check the forecast here. I'm going to be going over to YouTube in a little while for a continuation of my live feed. You can just look for Southwest Florida Television's YouTube channel if you want to hang out with me there for 20 minutes or so. Let our YouTube friends see what's cooking. My first look at the beach, I share that on our YouTube channel as well. If you want to tag along with me when I first come out to the beach. I do a live feed on Facebook first thing a.m. in the morning from up on top of the Bluebell Avenue Bridge. We just stand there and admire the beautiful colors of first light. Then I switch over to YouTube for my first look at the beach. And you just never know what we're going to see when we come out here. A lot of folks watch that just to get an idea of what's in store for them. A lot of our beach friends that live down here, visit down here, want to make a day at the beach. Yeah, the Playa's got their chairs, starting to put their chairs out on the beach, so it's always a good sign when they're optimistic about people hanging out on the beach. You know, yesterday evening, twilight, sunset, I was amazed that I wasn't getting knocked off my feet by the smell of red tide. That wind was coming in off the Gulf. I was really expecting it to be bad. And it wasn't. We're down by the Naples Pier. If you missed it, you can check out, share some photos, and you can watch the video replays of the live feeds. But it's cooling down. These clouds coming in. They're just starting to move in front of the sun now. They're just covering up the sun. They'll probably be gone by the time I leave. That's usually how it works. Just as I'm leaving, the sun comes out. Now we're pretty much clouded in. Just like that. I said the blue sky cometh and the blue sky goeth. Well, I think I'm going to make that jump over to YouTube here, so hopefully I'll see you there. If not, hopefully I'll see you back here on Facebook later this morning. Thank you for the stars. I think I got 500 stars there. Okay. If anybody happen to send a tip, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hey, until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally ho, my friends, tally ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.